We'll be covering the topic discriminant for AS level mathematics. So, first of all, if you recall, the quadratic formula, we use that to find the roots. And what are roots? Roots are the intersection of the quadratic graph with the x-axis. So this one has and one root, and this one has two roots, because as you can see, uh, this one second. So yeah, this one has two roots right here. So what is the discriminant in this quadratic formula? The b squared minus 4ac, we call that the discriminant, and that determines the number of roots we have. So discriminant determines our number of roots. Okay, so discriminant determines our number of roots when our discriminant is equals to 0. So when this part is equals to 0, now our the whole thing becomes 0, obviously, because anything divided by multiplied by 0 is 0. So our x value is equals to 0. In that case, we only have one root where it meets the x-axis at 0. So at this center, we only have one root when our discriminant is equals to 0. That in that case, we have one root and it's meeting the x-axis at 0 at the center. Then we have our discriminant being positive, so a value greater than 0. In that case, we have two roots. So now we will have two roots. Why will we have two roots? Because when we have b squared minus 4ac is positive, we will have two values. So as you know, square root 4 isn't just 2, it's plus or minus 2. And plus and minus 2 is two different answers. So that's why when we use the positive value, we will get one root, and when we use a negative value, we will get another value for x. So we will get two x values, so two areas where it will intercept the x-axis, and therefore we have two roots when our discriminant, so b squared minus 4ac, is positive. When our b squared minus 4ac is negative, then we have or less than 0, so any number less than 0 is automatically negative, we have no roots. It does not cross the touch the x-axis or intersect with it. Why? Because as you would know, a negative number doesn't have any real answer. This doesn't just there is no roots. You can't work it out. So that's why we have no answer and no roots, and therefore no intersection with the x-axis when our discriminant is negative. Now let's do two questions to clarify and reinforce our concept. So find the values of k for which x squared plus 6x plus k equals has two real solutions. Now what does that tell us? Immediately we know our discriminant is going to be positive. So let's write that down. So b squared minus 4ac is going to be greater than 0. That automatically means that's showing that it's a positive. Now what is our b? B is, so first a is 1, because the automatically you don't need to write that down. When it's x squared, our coefficient of x squared is 1. B is 6, because let's just write this down, ax squared plus bx plus c. So oh my goodness. So you can tell it's in that formula. A is 1 right there, b is 6 from 6x, and c is k. Now let's put that into our formula right there. So we have b squared, so 36 minus 4 times 1 times k. So 36 minus 4k. Now let's put that to the other side. Minus 4k is greater than negative 36, and this is a key rule, remember. Now because we want to get we only want k on this side, we're going to divide by a negative number, so our sign is going to change and it's going to flip. So it's going to be 36 divided by 4 is 9, so k is less than 9, and that's our answer right there. Then we have the range of values for which 3x squared minus 4x plus k has no real solutions. Now what does this tell you? No real solutions means it's going to be negative. So our b squared minus 4ac is less than 0 right there. So now let's again write down the quadratic formula if you've forgotten it. I mean, not the quadratic formula, the equation. And that's our equation. Now you can quickly compare. So a equals 3, as you can see here, b equals minus 4, and c equals k. Now put that into the formula. B minus 4 squared, square is always positive, so negative 4 squared is 16. 16 minus 4, a is 3, and we have c, k. So again, this is gonna be 16 minus 4 times 3 is 12. 12k is less than 0, so minus 12k is we move 16 to the other side, it becomes negative 16. And then because we're dividing by negative number, always remember this, you have to flip the sign, and it's going to be 16 over 12, which is going to be 4 over 3, and you can just leave that as it is. So there you go, that's the discriminant topic covered. Thank you.